All right. I don't know how to start. Jesus Christ. Uh, Already a disaster. Anyways, I figured now that I just got out of the shower not long ago, like 5 minutes or something. Now that I'm out of there, what better time to record one of these filler things while I work on my other video, which I have Premiere open right now, just to render this out and then start working on that. Yeah, so that'll be interesting. It's a, it's a game or it's a video on a game nobody's probably ever heard of, but I wanted to talk about it, so sure. Anyway, let's ramble again on for another hour or so, because that's what I'm good at. It's like it's my job. Wait, I think I made that joke already. I don't know. I don't listen to myself when I talk, and I don't go back and watch these. So, for all I know, I literally could have said this twice now, because what, this is the third one? God, I really need to keep track of this. I really need to keep like a notepad somewhere just for this stuff. Well, I have notepads, I just don't want to get up and use them. I don't have any use for them. But anyway, I had something to talk about and now I lost my train of thought. Oh, right, yeah, I forgot. So, I am recording this before going to RTX. The Rooster Teeth thing. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people just know the name, or, they may confuse it with a computer product, but hey, who cares? It is what it is, and I figured that would be fun, so, figured get some stuff out, so that way it seems like I have some kind of incentive to going, instead of just, like, taking some days off. I don't know, I'm weird like that, where I feel I can reward myself a little bit, and normally I just reward myself with, like, a week, or like week and a half, maybe, of just doing whatever. But most of that time is just spent with other games right now, so I don't really have the time. Plus, with this one, I kind of released the last one. I don't know, semi late-ish, and then now I have to get this and another video done in like a week. Well, actually, no, that shouldn't be too bad because this one's a short. Or well, no, oh my god, I am losing my train. Well, I guess that's why the thing is called Cameron Ramblin. See, I can remember the name, but I can't remember what I'm talking about. Anyways, what got shown off? I don't know. New Sonic game looks rough. Everybody's talking about it. I am. It looks like it has potential, but I don't have too much faith in Sega because they haven't made a really like good Sonic game in a while. At least in the 3D style of games, if you ask me. Like like the last good Sonic game they made was Mania, but that was 2D. That was literally all 2D. So, but like that wasn't even worked by like mainline Sega. That was made by oh my god, what was his name? Christian Whitehead. That's the one because he made those really good ports of Sonic 1, 2, and 3. Or I believe it was the original 3. But he made those really good ports and Sega literally hired the man. And everyone popped off. And you know what? Mania is a good game. I will not deny it. But basically what that told people is that when they put out their next game, we realized that Sega is not good at making Sonic games for the most part anymore. And they're better off letting it go to other people, it seems. I don't know why this is the case, but this is just the state of the world that we're in. Because I don't know, freaking. Well, no, like. Alright. I'm not saying that a company can't make a good game anymore. That is not what I'm saying. A lot of people can do good stuff, But it just seems that nowadays it's just to, like, put something out there. Instead of, like, making the game. I don't know. I really want another good, like, in-house Sonic game. Like I don't mind if they just let other people create it, but I really want something like made by the people who own the frickin' thing. You know, like they can make other good games. I mean, they're pretty good at making, or well, redeveloping Monkey Ball. They're pretty good at the Yakuza games and the Judgments. So you know, like what's the deal with your literal main mascot for what, like 20 years? No, wait, Sega's been around a bit longer than that. No, no, yeah, I think Sonic's been around for like 20 something years. Anyways, Sonic Frontiers looks bad. Who cares? Let's see. Oh yeah, I saw that Top Gun movie. Yeah, it was okay. I I also think that like the original Top Gun is just okay. Like I know that's one of those pinnacle movies where it's like, oh, if you haven't seen Top Gun, you haven't seen cinema, and I'm like, okay, like it's not a bad film. It's just very cliched, I guess is the right word to say. I don't know. That's the best that I could come up with, because you know, freaking, because like what, like all that or no, all that people remember about the movie is like the side things they do, kind of side things. Like you have the bit in the beginning where freaking Maverick goes above the guy's head while they're like doing training or whatever, and like all the cool dogfight stuff, and then like of course, you know, everyone knows the playing with the boys scene, you know, the very the very homoerotic scene where they're all playing volleyball shirtless and like, yeah, playing with the boys. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, that definitely has some well, I wouldn't even call it undertones at this point. It seems it's as much as undertones as like a freaking JoJo part. Oh, Jesus. No, but yeah, but with Maverick, like, it's a lot of the same points. It's a lot of the same points with some new stuff to like make it interesting and you know actually seem like time has passed. And you know, I don't know. It didn't even seem like it needed Tom Cruise back as Maverick. Like what they could have really done is just make another movie 10 years later. Or no, 10 years earlier. Maybe if it was around like the 2000s, maybe it would make more sense. And I don't know. I see it more justified to be released. But this just seems like way too late. I don't know. Top Gun was okay. I haven't really seen many other movies. Most of what I've been doing is watching Arrested Development, and that show was something. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really a big fan of Arrested Development. I I thought I was, but I was wrong. Like, okay, like season one has its moments. Season two, it's pretty good overall. Like for the most part, or at least just building on top of the formula it already has. Season three, actually kind of funny in a lot of places, and it had me laughing actually. Season four, kind of but that's because they were like splitting up the cast because they all had different schedules or something like that. And then season five, I, 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 I don't even know how to describe season five. That is certainly a show. But like, all right, the thing I don't like about Arrested Development that much is that, well, it's not really like that memorable. Like I can remember certain moments. Like I'll always remember freaking David Cross, freaking going blue and saying that he blew himself, like the color blue. But because you wouldn't know that initially, you think he meant, you know, that. And then of course you got like freaking, oh my god. Oh my god, you see, yes. Hey, you see? I'm just reminded of like the other actors like other works that are more memorable to me than like what they do in the show itself. Because, like, aside from the blue thing, like, that's it. The, the kind of show it is, or at least like what it seems to me, is that, like, even though it came way before, uh, oh my god, this is going to be a weird comparison for people, but just roll with me for a second. Always Sunny kind of did this thing better. And, like, what I mean by that is freaking, because, like, the main family in Arrested Development, like, they're all terrible people in their own way. They're manipulators, they're liars, they're straight up incompetent, and the way that they say things does more harm than good, yada, yada, yada. That kind of stuff. But, like, they're not really endearing, they're just kind of terrible people, and then you have, like, Jason Bateman being the straight man. And there's, like, five, six other people who are absolutely insane. So you don't really have that good balance, I guess. Which, like, I guess that's kind of the problem because they decided to introduce a straight man anyways. So, like, why would you even do that? Why not just make the show full of terrible people and basically have it be, hey, let's try and recover from this, like, because the plot of the show, or at least the overarching one, is that they're in trouble because of some scandals. Why not just have them do terrible things to try and clear up their name, but they don't realize that it's terrible? Instead of having, like, one character be like, hey, you really shouldn't do this. It's kind of terrible. And then everyone else being like, screw you. Who cares? Because, like, that doesn't really draw anything, you know? That just comes off more. Well, it comes off very mean spirited, which, like, I guess is the point. But really, um, like, really, I just don't see it. And with Always Sunny, like, they're all terrible people just living normal lives, which I guess, like, I don't know, I guess that just makes it more appealing because they're more grounded, you know, they're more down to earth in a sense. Because, like, because you don't have anyone with any, like, real special thing. Well, I don't know, Mac's kind of the exception, but I don't know, they make him work somehow because Arrested Development, you have the mom, the dad, Lucille, and George Senior. George Senior is the freaking shady, crooked old bastard, and then his wife Lucille is like a witch, so she's terrible. In, like, every sense of the word, she's basically Mallory Archer, but not in control, which is ironic because I'm pretty sure it's the same lady, Jessica Walter, I believe that's her name. And then you got Tobias, who is the son-in-law. He is a struggling actor who doesn't know how to say things correct for some reason, and always doesn't listen to reason. So he is an incompetent boob. You have Job, who is a magician who can't get a good gig, and then you have Lindsay, who is just a bitch. Like she's literally all about getting stuff, and that's her entire plot for 3 seasons. I wish I was kidding. And then you have the kids. One of them coincidentally named George Michael, which he is I mean, he's kind of like the Michael Cera archetype that, like, he kind of built himself into his own archetype of being the weird, like, kind of, I wouldn't say neurotic. What's that word for shit? Oh my god. I know there's a word for it. I'm trying to find the right way to describe it. It's like they're awkward and oblivious, or no, like, not oblivious, but aware of the world around them, but they just don't say anything. God, I know that that's a word. Anyway, yeah, and then freaking, like, the daughter whose name is Maybe with an A and an E. Because it's spelled Maeby. And her whole thing, the entire show, is trying to get her parents' attention because they don't give her any attention. So she always does these weird things. Like literally, the first episode is just like she talks to her to George Michael, and she's just like, "Hey, let's kiss," to like throw him off, and he's like, "What? Okay." And then the whole plot is this weird like taboo incestuous thought thing. It's a little disturbing sometimes because it gets too deep into that or into that or what George Michael's little fantasies are. But hey, I guess if you think that's funny, more power to you. I don't know what to say. Like like the characters are so one note and they actually don't change. Like nothing about them really changes throughout the development of the show, which is crazy. It's only small things. But yeah, I I think I've talked about Arrested Development enough. And then I need to start watching The Boys. Um, I'm like a couple episodes away from being fully done with Arrested Development, so maybe the finale of it will save it for me. But I don't think so. They they kind of went on for too long, and the fact that they didn't really do much with it because everyone kind of had their own side stories that like expanded throughout the seasons. So if they kind of just made it more central to a certain thing, then they could make it work. I don't know. I'm I'm not a TV exec. I just watch television and sometimes think about it too much. All right, but let's see. Right, yeah, The Boys is out. Crap, I need to watch that. I think that's like I don't know, that's like what, 5 episodes in now? So I got some time to do with that. And then let's see. Oh, as of yesterday, I finished a video game. I finished Yakuza Dead Souls, which was a spin-off on Last Gen, which I think it came out on I remember telling someone I think it came out on 360 because I remember it came out on PS3. But did it come out on 360? Because I thought that one did, and that was the only one for like the longest time until they got like Zero and the Kiwamis or whatever. I think it was only PS3 exclusive. Maybe I was I really looking at something else? Maybe I was, yeah. Okay, but anyway, yeah. Yeah, that game is weird. It's kind of it's actually more of a Resident Evil game than a Yakuza game when you think about it, because it plays or at least the way that the game looks, it looks a lot like RE4. Because you have the character, and you're like over their shoulder, running around, and you're shooting things, and you can shoot without aiming, or you can go ahead and shoot while having what I like to call the iron sight. And there's also not just zombies, but there's monsters. And actually, I kind of liked it. That game has this weird stigma of not being too great in some aspects, but I mean, it's fun. I guess that's kind of the real like deal with it. Is just like you can have a game where you have fun, and I don't mind it one bit. Yeah, but that was fun. Eventually, whenever I get whenever I get my new camera, which I have not been funded for, so I'm just gonna have to buy that on my own. So that's okay. Um, that's $600 down the drain, so that's my entire paycheck. Let's see. Once I do that, yeah, I can probably get started on the Yakuza videos, which will be interesting to do again with what I want to do with those, because that's the reason that I haven't made a video on any more games. I I know at the end of the Yakuza 0 video I made, there was a little shittily made teaser for the next one before I realized how to close off a video. Or, before I decided to make my own intro and I didn't know how to end things. But yeah, what, that video is almost like a year old? Or no, it came out this year. No, wait, no. No, no, it came out, no, it came out like middle of last year. I think it's almost a year old, isn't it? No, it has to be. I think that came out in July. Hang on, now I need to check. No, it came out in November. Oh, Jesus. November of last year. Okay, all right. Well, it's reaching there in age. Actually, it'd be pretty interesting if I was able to get it out by November. Actually, that would be kind of funny if I just released one Yakuza video a year. Huh. I'm 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 not saying that I'm gonna do that. But what if? What if I did that? Cause like the way that the Yakuza games get released, like it's one game a year, and it's always around the holidays too. So instead of like what, December, it'd be freaking November. That's actually not a bad idea. I'll have to think about. I'll have to think about that in post. Oh my god, dude! I almost, I almost let out a big boy burpo. Big boy burp. But I don't know. It's hard to work on some videos sometimes, just cuz like it it sucks when I'm playing RPGs. Like right now I'm also playing Xenoblade, like Xenoblade 1, and so that makes it a bit hard cuz with Xenoblade I have to do a bunch of grinding if I want to get everything done, unless I be big stinky. Which, I mean, like, that's not the craziest thing in the world. I mean, I can do it right now if I wanted to, but I also want to get stuff done. I don't know. I may work on stuff tonight. Or, well, once I'm done with this. And then continue grinding Xenoblade. Because I got 2 days. Right. Okay. Let's see. What else have I done? See, I've got a bunch of new games now. I completed my Grand Theft Auto trilogy on PS2, which is pretty nice. Because I've been looking for San Andreas, so that's fine. I basically went out to go find Mario Karts, but I couldn't really find any at like a decent price at least. But I managed to get them way cheaper just online, so they are on the way now. Let's see. I gotta get started on one of my cosplays for the convention. I basically got. Well, yeah, I know I got like 1 week, don't I? Because like it's the end of this week, and then one more week, and then yeah, I imagine either Thursday or like early Friday morning is when we leave. Yeah. Oh my god. Ah. Yeah. I gotta get on that now or soon. Maybe if I really crunch this video, I can get it done. But only one way to find out. God, I'm really like talking about this a lot. But like that's just kind of the thing when I start going on about something, things just pop up in my head or I get reminded of things I already have to do. And I start creating a little laundry list of sorts. I don't know, people don't want to hear that. That's boring. People want to hear about the video games and the television and the such. Actually, I do want to play another game. I do want to play Returnal. Or no, maybe Spider-Man. Or Miles Morales, I want to play something new that I haven't played and I'm not going to talk about in the video. I rarely ever do that. Or stream. I rarely do that too. At least on console. So who knows? Yeah, because both those games I hear are pretty good, and I've wanted to play them for a little bit. I just never found the time. Shit. Oh my god, and then we got so many other games coming out, because I think the Turtles one is... It's either the Turtles one is out, or it comes out, like, in a month, or, like, a couple weeks. Days, I think. No, yeah, that sounds right. Because Shredder's Revenge, I believe, is the one that I'm thinking of. The beat 'em up. Like, I want to play that, but with all these expensive investments, I'm gonna have to like, I have to like rethink like what I want to play. A lot of the times, because I don't really play any of the new stuff, when it comes out anymore. Literally, the last thing I did was Kirby. But that's because it's like, dude, it's Kirby. I have to sacrifice all things just for that little pink puff bastard. He's a bastard, but I love him. Nah, but yeah, wow. I forgot what I was gonna say. I, I ended my sentence and then I stopped like I was going to stop, and then I remembered, oh yeah, I have to talk about things. Let's see. Summer Game Fest was happening. I've watched none of it because I don't care. Because like nothing ever gets shown off really. Like a few games have been interesting, but like that's about it. Oh yeah, and Persona's now on other stuff now. Basically everything except the Switch, which is the best thing ever. I am thou, thou art a bitch. Persona 5 will never be on the Switch. That classic image. I am all for it. Because Switch owners don't deserve happiness. As a Switch owner, I can totally condone that without any kind of repercussions. God, that's really weird to think that like Persona's finally leaving the the most recent three, except for Golden, are like finally leaving the PlayStation hellscape because Royal never left, and then freaking the version they got is portable, which I guess that makes sense. That's the most accessible version, but that one's like not even good, so people can just get it and then mod it, so that way it has like the I don't know, maybe someone will make an FES mod pack to make the game better. Which if they do, I will be happy because that is fantastic. Because the thing I don't like about Portable is like everything's just a visual novel. And like it doesn't need to be a visual novel. Like I get it's on the PSP, but that kind of just takes away things. That really takes away some of the charm that the originals had. So like at that point, why bother? I don't know. But it is neat that Royal is coming to PC and Xbox, yeah. Well, I mean that's basically the same thing because if you have a PC, you basically have an Xbox. And I think it's even coming to Steam, which is even better news. Because we don't have to go through like terrible Epic game launchers or some kind of like, oh god, what's the EA one? Origin? Or oh my god, freaking Uplay. Or no, it's Ubisoft Connect. That's the one. Oh, fuck that one. Dude, I just want to play Scott Pilgrim without having to load up freaking my Ubisoft account, but I had to do it every time. Now I got it on the Switch. Now I don't even have to worry about that. So forget that noise. I'm literally never playing any version of that game ever again except for the Switch. So, games should really stop giving us terrible storefronts. Oh god, speaking of Epic Games, I'm just reminded of I found this out recently. It's called Kingdom Hearts Refixed, which is like a fan, like, I don't even know if I should say project, but it's like a big thing where it takes the PC ports of the Kingdom Hearts games and fixes them so they're literally playable. Stuff like 60 FPS, and you got like new accessibility in the menus. I mean, you got all kinds of fixes in there. There's like a trailer that showed it off a few days ago, actually, which is fantastic. I only found out about it actually a couple of days ago, like the day it was released. I'm like, whoa, the game's good now. Well, finally, here's the definitive edition of Kingdom Hearts PC ports. So, like, I don't own them myself, but if you do own them, I would personally recommend getting those. But don't buy it through Epic, because Epic doesn't deserve your money, and I can say that with full confidence that they do not. Aha! So, for some reason, you may not know this because it is compiled together, Dark Audacity kind of crapped down on me for a second. Well, it wasn't the app itself, it was kind of, I was being stupid, a big goofy goofball, and my mic cord got disconnected for a second, so I had to reconnect that. But now I'm back and okay. I don't. Let's see. Last thing I was talking about was the Kingdom Hearts thing. Uh, God, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about now, and I got to fill it up another, like, about 30 minutes or so of stuff. Dude, I don't hear. I I was walking out the door because earlier I had to go pick up my brother, and I finally remembered the joke that I was going to start this out with because I didn't even do it. Back in the other recording, I don't think I did because at the time I was getting out of the shadow. Um, and I was gonna do the Simpsons joke and be like, "Oh yeah, hey, you're gonna have to speak up. I'm wearing a towel." which, but which like that would have been funny, but now it's no longer funny because I don't. Well, I mean, there's no. Well, I mean, yeah, there's no context. My hair is fine now. Combed it. I tied it back. I did my usual thing. But now I really got nothing else to go on about. Uh, I I had such a good thing going, and then I just forget. You know what I mean? I don't know. It, it it's a weird thing. This thing is weird. I really would like to try and do more centralized topics, but like I don't even know like what I could fill up. Well, actually no. No, that's wrong. I could fill up like an hour full of things, but I don't really know if I want to do that. Well, I don't know, maybe I could. I don't know. I've had discussions and rants on Dumber. Maybe I could make it a more centralized thing where like each episode is like a different topic. I don't know. Let's let's think about it. Like I can release this one as like the last of the kind of like generalized whatever. Maybe if there's like enough I don't know, enough response to it, maybe I can like just do something about like a certain show or a certain game or just something like that. I mean, I think that'd be fun. Well, I mean, wouldn't any of you think that's fun? Instead of me just kind of trying to figure out what to even say, because I go without a script here. I I I have no script, and I'm literally looking around every 5 seconds to look at something that'll make me try and figure out what to talk about next. But maybe if I have a centralized topic, I can have something to go off of. I mean, yes, ideally I could just be like, oh yeah, hey, I'll just talk about whatever game I'm reviewing or something. But no, that's boring. That's lame. Who the hell would want to do that? I mean, well, that's what the video's for anyways. So, you know. Huh. This is the kind of thing when you start talking to yourself and you start brainstorming ideas and you're like, actually, it, it's one of those things where you say it out loud and you're like, wow, that could actually work. Or why didn't I think of that? It makes me feel smart sometimes, when I'm not really all that intelligent. But I will take what I can get. Let's see. Oh. All right. Apparently I checked my phone and apparently a item that I got delivered or got or ordered got sent. Cool. Perfect. It is Mario Kart 64. That is good. I'm going to have to check that later when it's not super hot outside because it is the middle of summer in Texas and everything is 100 degrees. And then once it turns to like, I don't know, like 8 o'clock or something, like 8 or 9, it goes up to a high 80. Talk about real progress there, guys. Thank you, Mother Nature, for hating us. But then again, I also feel bad for people in South America, or or no, more Central America, because they're like right next to the freaking heat. Oh well, that's the kind of third or why did I say third? First world problems that we have living in America. 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 Fuck yeah. Uh, God, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I, I like that movie because it's bad. I'll be honest. Like Team America is not even that good of a movie, but I like it because it's so awful. I guess that was what draws me to it. It's just how poor it looks. No, it doesn't look poor because the freaking puppets look pretty decent. But anything outside of that, I mean, it could have been better. It could have been better writing, even for the time. Like South Park was doing some better writing, but who knows? No, but that's good. Something to look forward to, actually. Which means that I had to whip out the 64. Which, I don't have a problem with whipping out a console. It's just getting the wires all back together. That's the real issue. Well, maybe. Kinda. Well, I mean, I already have 3 consoles out here. Technically. I got my Switch, I got PS3, and I got my Wii U. PS3 don't really need a use for until I play another one of those games again, so technically I can put that up. And then the Wii U I'm still using for Xenoblade. And then oh wait, actually no, I don't have my Switch on me right now. That's right, I don't. So yeah, it's only the 2, but I normally have 3 out here. But it's just all the wires, really. I could probably put the PlayStation away. Wait, no. No, I need 2 things out here because there's not enough space in the drawer for it, or for more. Although I could make space. I think I have an idea of how to make space. I don't know. God, looking around my room again. Actually, now I wonder, do I have any cardboard? I could use some cardboard. Cause I got a little marker pen and a bandana I'm gonna write on and fashion myself a little armband to it. I think someone in my family knows sewing stuff. Some like, hey, can you sew this together to the ends? Try and make a band of sorts. See about that. I don't know, that would be neat. But first I gotta write on it. I'm not gonna. God, I'm freaking talking about the convention again. Jesus. Well, like, that's kind of the issue when you don't really do anything and you kind of just focus on something. You don't really do much else. Like, you don't have much to talk about. Then again, I am also by myself, and I kind of work better when I'm bouncing off people. I don't know, that's just kind of my thing. And it's something that I'm not really, like... Well, Alright. It's not that I'm not learning. I am, slowly but surely, but, like, I don't feel like I'm getting better at it. Of just making the comedy out of myself. Because, like, I can think of things very funny if, like, someone else says something. But I just sit here, and then it's like, alright, well, what do you do? Dance, monkey, dance. You know, it's one of those things. Who knows? Who knows? I've had the copy of the Billy and Mandy games sitting here on my computer because I forgot to put it back, and man, this freaking cover art is like super high quality actually. Like, what, this is 2006, 2007, I think? And for that, like, oh my god. Oh, it was developed by Midway. Oh, I think I'm going to have to change that because I don't remember what I said. Oh, cool. All right, these stickers come off. Nice. Because normally whenever stickers... Because these are old GameStop stickers. I don't know how many of you remember those. But it's like the old pricing stickers that they use. Or, well, no, they still use them. But I think it's just a different format for old used games. But there was a white one and then there's a yellow one, which this one has both. Which is not great because there is a chance that the yellow one will come off like crap. And I was wrong. Apparently, whoever bought this got this game for $25. Interesting. $25. Actually, that's generous for a GameStop license game. Yeah. Oh, cool. No, that looks nice. Yeah, no. Like, I would show a picture of it, but I'm not going to remember to put this in post. Like, you can look it up yourself. Freaking Billy and Mandy PS2 box art. And, like, you'll see what I mean. Actually, the game is really good. Or, well, no. No, it's not really good. It's fun. It's good, but not really good. I don't know, but you'll see what I think. God. Well, okay, alright. I was thinking about it like, I was thinking about it earlier in the car. I'm just like, well, I can save myself some money by not getting a camera now. Just kind of like what I've been waiting for this entire time, what I've been slowly saving up for a while, but like I don't think I really can right now. Well, I mean, I can. It'd just be really hard. I don't know. I really need to like start pushing the freaking Ko-Fi and shit. Cause like I do a terrible job at that. I do a terrible job at it because I don't like pushing into people's faces. That's kind of the thing of like why I don't really mention it that much, is because you'll see like every other post or something from people, or you know, in like videos they'll like push it at the weirdest, most inopportune times, which is why I have it at the end of the thing. But I'll mention it occasionally. It's kind of hard when I do it on Twitch streams because like I don't know how the Nightbot thing works, and the Nightbot thing is weird. So, you know, like I don't know how to evenly place it out for each message to go and and like put it out to where it'll be like the first message, the second message, the third message, the fourth message, then the first message again. I go up to four specifically because that's what I have, but you know. Uh, I'll 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 figure it out eventually. Well, no, what I need to do is like figure out because most people have like creator tiers or whatever. Like if they make videos, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, you can get early access to it." I don't know how to do that. I I I I literally don't know how to do that. Like do you just send it out to people or did do you just do you just make the video accessible to certain people in a I don't know. This is I don't know. This has gotten to a weird point in the conversation, or not even a conversation, but yeah, this has just gotten to a weird point. I don't know how weird of a point, but you know. Hmm. Let's see. God. Uh. Huh. You know, I've been getting a real. Something else I really hate is that like I have so many games and I get an itch to play a lot of them so often. Like I really want to play the Prime games, and I really wanted to play the Mario Karts, which is why I ordered, or I had some of them. I think like before I started working at a game store, I only had DS 7, and I think that was it. No, I think I had 8 Deluxe. Yeah. Yeah, I think I bought that barely just before I started working at the new job. And then now I was able to get Wii, um, Double Dash. Well, I mean, yeah, the rest. Did I mention that I? Yeah, okay, yeah. I did mention that I had 7. Duh. Hang on. Well. Oh yeah, no, yeah. Sometimes I forget if like there are actually 8 different Mario Karts, because I'm just like, wait, hang on, because there wasn't one on like Game Boy or anything, or it wasn't even on like Game Boy Color. Meanwhile, the Game Gear could do freaking Sonic racing. It wasn't good. Sonic Drift sucks, but I mean it exists, so they could probably have done it on the Color at least. Cause that's yeah, cause it's Super Nintendo, and then the next one after that was 64. Then it was Double Dash, Super Circuit. Um, no, it was DS, then Wii, then 7, then 8, and then 8 Deluxe, and then oh my god, what's the mobile game called? No, it's not a tour. That's freaking that's the Mario Party on 3DS. That's Island Tour. Uh Mario Kart. I know. Oh, it is called Mario Kart Tour. Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I have no interest in that game because yeah, I really don't. I don't really play that many mobile games. I have like 2 mobile games I play. Or well, technically they're one and the same. It's it's Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle and the Japanese version of Dokkan, which those are the only mobile games I play. I'll occasionally download something random, like I had a crossword thing on for a while because I had nothing to do, or I was just lazy. So now I have no use for that. But but yeah, I really don't have any games on my phone. Then again, I just don't like keep up with it. That's also another thing. I just don't keep up with stuff. Actually, I am kind of scattered brain like that cuz instead of like playing games and finishing ones that I should, I literally start new ones. Like I think I mentioned this before I have Fire Emblem on the GBA, the first one, and instead of finishing that or restarting it to remember what it is and play the long RPG or even Persona Q, which I still haven't finished, surprisingly. I have not played that since I initially covered it. But yeah, instead I have started to do a casual playthrough of Pokemon Blue on on my SP, which why am I like this? I should really finish up what I have now before I do anything. But that's gonna be a pain in my ass. It's so funny sometimes. Like life is so funny when you can just forget what you're doing and then immediately go to something else. Isn't it great? I don't know. I mean, I think I'm nearing the appropriate amount of time of rambling, ambling, ambling on. Cause I was like, what else was I thinking about? I was thinking about the Capcom thing, but but all I was thinking about with that is just like, hey, what if they made or remade some games, or made new ones that weren't fucking Resident Evil games? Like that would be cool. Like I would love if they made another Beautiful Joe. Hell, I have this. I I got like a $10 statue uh on my desk from GameStop like last year, and it's just sitting there. But it's cool though. I like Beautiful Joe. It's a cool series, and I wish that they would you know, do more with it. And apparently the Final Fantasy VII thing just happened at the time that I am recording this. It is the 16th. This will definitely go out later. It will definitely go later than that, but apparently that just happened. So I think it's a Crisis Core thing going on that people are freaking out about. Oh, and apparently Dragon's Dogma 2 got revealed just suddenly. Sure, whatever. I mean, like, all right, like, yeah, I don't really know how to feel about that because I literally just saw it, so I don't have time to process it right now. But sure, hmm. I mean, like, good for Final Fantasy fans. At least they got more than most like most fans get at presentations around this time of year. Freaking like, oh god, especially the disastrous outcome of last year. Ugh. I I was really not like looking forward to this year, and just like a lot of years because a lot of it's just filler that nobody cares about. Especially stuff like the Game Awards or like the Summer Games Fest. Like no hate to anyone like Jeff Keighley or whatever, but like people like that hype it up way too much. They're like, "Yo, this is the biggest event of the year," and the people are just like, "That was it. That's it. It's just a bunch of cheap walk cycles. What a rip." Jeff Keighley betrayed us. uh, Fucking A. That man, I've never thought about that before. I wonder if someone made that. Uh, I I wonder if someone's even thought of that idea and I was like made that image. If not, I'm making that right now. God, 'cause that's funny as fuck. All right. Let's see. Uh, I should be pretty good, so we should probably wrap it up soon. Hopefully, I can have a theme. This one's kind of just more a little all over the place, but I guess that's the point. I don't know. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Um, if you like what I do, I have a Twitch as per usual. That's where I do most of my stuff, anyways. When I'm not making a video or record doing one of these. And I'm also occasionally posting on Twitter, just talking shit because that's what I do. Just sending out whatever random ideas I think of. That's also kind of where I post updates, and since I don't really do many teasers, actually I started uploading my teasers to the Ko-Fi. Ooh, okay, all right, yeah. I do have a Ko-Fi, which is neat if you want to check that out. It's in the description of every one of these major videos I have out. And then I don't know, should I start promoting that as well? There, there's this thing called Throne. I think I've mentioned it a couple times before. I don't remember where or when, but I think I've mentioned it, but I don't like link it in anything. But it might be good to start doing that. It's basically Amazon wish list for things. So if you're interested in looking at that, I don't really have much. You can take a look at that. If you want to give me something, you can. Not required. Or you can offer a suggestion of something to put on there. I'm always open to suggestions for things. Just in general. Any general thoughts, opinions, I don't know, maybe questions, cause I mentioned this the last time too. It's just like questions for the for like a segment like this is pretty cool. But I don't really have anything. I might just make a post like before I do one of these, like towards the, I don't know, probably about like end of the month or so, and just gather questions from there. Assuming it's more than like two people that answer. I don't know, if I make it about a certain theme, then that'd be neat too. Ooh, okay. I I, I think I can work some with that. All right, cool. Yeah. Um, I don't know. Yeah, you can do what you want with this video. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much done. I've been, hang- let's see. It's been real. I've been Cameron. You've been hearing me rambling. That's gonna have to work for an outro. We can workshop it later. All right. See ya.